Capitals, of course, early in the playoffs, they killed 24 straight penalties, but they're now struggling to stop Tampa, who's converted already 5 power plays in this series. The optimist in me says, well, they've only scored 3 5-on-5 goals in 3 games. So if you clean up the penalties, you have a much better chance to win. But
yeah, you've got the 2 top
that might be easier said than done.
2 top power plays remaining in the NHL Stanley Cup playoffs in the Caps, who are at 30.8%, and the Lightning are right behind them at 30%.
Yeah.
So these teams both convert when they're on the extra man, and hopefully the Caps are able to do a lot more of that tonight than Tampa is.
They were just really
stay out of the box.
Just really sloppy, and hope he wasn't as sharp as he was in the first couple games. You just got to play smarter than that. So it comes down for me. I just don't understand why they aren't as good here as they are on the road.
It doesn't make any sense. Weird. Maybe there's a little subconscious sort of like comfortability factor.
Do they feel like there's more pressure to win in front of the home fans? I don't know what it is.
Maybe you just feel a little bit more comfortable. But you go on the road and it's a little bit more of a sense of urgency. Less of a sense of urgency at home. Got to be subconsciously. You feel a little bit more comfortable.
Yeah, I mean, I would hope
But
that
they
that
do
would
so
change.
well there in the regular season. But come playoff time, it's a different animal. And there's no denying it. I think the stat is 6-8 at home in the last 2 years in the playoffs. Meanwhile, on the road, they're like 11-4.
That's a surprising number.
And the Caps have dropped to 74.5 on the penalty kill. That number needs to go up.
Game 4 winner could be the winner of the series.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Because you worked so hard, you played so great in those first 2 games, and then just light that on fire the next 2 and give it all back. That's a huge emotional letdown. And I'm big into sort of emotional, psychological factors in these series.
All right, let's go to the phones. 800-636-1067. Game 4 tonight at Capital One. What do the Caps need to do to take it? To take a 3-1 series lead.
All right, let's go to Tyler. Come on, Caps fans. Need to hear from you. Need to get fired up. Cheer us up here a little bit. Tyler, what's up?
Hey, what's going on, boys? Love the show.
Thanks, man.
So I know you're wanting a Caps fan, but I'm not a Caps fan. I'm actually born and raised from Tampa.
Okay.
And I'm a podcaster. I listen to you guys every single day here at work, but I listen on a delay, so I'm listening to Mondays. Today I'm a little behind, and all I'm hearing is JP's confidence from when you guys were up 2-0, and how it's just, he wasn't even talking probability. He said it's a matter of fact that that Washington will be going on to the next round. And I just don't understand where such confidence in this team is.
Getting it from the stat that teams in this situation are like 39-2.
By the way, he was the only one out of the 4 that felt that
Plus,
way.
he's a generally optimistic person.
And I'm not the only one. Did you watch the pregame on NBC on Tuesday night?
Oh, I did, but I'm taking all of that out.
And on Tuesday night, didn't Keith Jones say there was no reason to believe Tampa would win Game 3 based on what he had seen through the first 2 games?
Well, he was wrong.
I wasn't just going by the numbers. I was going by what I had seen. In the first 2 games, it was 10-4 Washington.
Well, what I've seen is I've lived here for 6 years now.
Okay.
And for 6 years, I've seen postseason collapse, in every type of fashion. I saw you guys come back from 0-3 against Pittsburgh and get everyone going. And then what happened? And I just think that the Lightning are a team that is poised. They've been here before. They've been to the conference championship 5 of the last 7 years. I mean, I even heard you guys, JP, talking a couple days ago about how maybe Tampa Bay was overhyped because of the division they play in. They got through the playoffs with only 2 losses until they got to Washington. So, it's kind of crazy to just downplay the opponent when you should be taking into account the history of what's been happening here for, I only know the 6-year history, but I know it's a lot longer than that.
Do you think Tampa's going to win the series?
I do.
Okay.
I do.
I disagree.
You want to know what I believe in? I believe in the DC curse.
Okay.
And I think, and I'm ready to hear you guys actually of this series.
Well,
so let me ask you something. Who do you think manages the curse? Is there like somebody with who manages curses? How does that work?
I don't know.
Is there like a genie or something, or what? How does that work?
I definitely don't know the origin of it all. But like I said,
is there like some guy with a voodoo doll? Like, what do you believe?
For 6 years, for living here, I've seen the RG saga unfold. I saw John Wall break almost every bone in his hand on a freak accident. I've seen the Capitals collapse in every way possible, and it's just
but they didn't against the Penguins this year.
Okay, that's not anything. beating the franchise in 10 years, they're not going to remember that game. That doesn't mean anything.
No,
I
you're right.
understand that, but
nothing.
they broke through.
Caps fans will
the
remember.
second
They
round,
broke
which
through
they hadn't
nothing. They broke
before.
through nothing, JP. They broke through nothing. In 10 years, you're never going to remember that game. You're never going to remember it. It's not going to be a factor. Moving on and winning.
I will remember that
I think
game.
if we beat Tampa, we'll remember it.
If we beat Tampa, yes.
I think we
Well,
will.
But he's saying it's not going to happen.
No, but here's the thing. If
You
you're
might be
gonna-
right. You
if
might
you're
be
gonna- I don't believe in curses.
There's no curse.
None of us
It's hard to win.
really
That's
believe
what
in
it is.
curses. Washington had been remarkably unsuccessful the last 20 years in sports, and they did break through. Does it mean that much to make the Eastern Conference Finals? No, not really, except they hadn't for 20 years, and none of the teams have made the Final Four, whether it's the Nats, the Caps, the Redskins, or the Wizards.
All right, but when you're up 2-0 and you're coming back home, it would be devastating to lose that series.